Yeah, no. Honestly, do we really?
We were half
No, we
invited,
want
we
to
weren't
see.
invited, and then we got half invited again. We've been excluded.
This is important to see. I just hope everybody could see. Shields are in.
I don't know where anybody is.
What did Robin say?
He didn't answer. It just went to voicemail.
I don't.
I wouldn't know if it was Rubbins or Shields.
I think so.
Oh.
They maybe tried hitting you up on pack or something. I don't know. Well, you were definitely invited and mentioned.
Do we see people outside?
No.
If
Starting to
that's
feel
where
like y'all
outside
were-
is, I can't
Hell
tell.
no, man. We're all in the same
Well,
Kinda
sandwich.
tell.
We're just different layers.
Hey, at least
I
you
see
had-
lines.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
probably
you're
the
ham.
gate.
You're the ham of the sandwich, baby.
I am the ham. That is true.
Yeah.
There we
Like the
go.
bacon on there.
I can see
The
out
bacon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's
Okay,
fucking
it's not
Sandy
good.
Shore. What do you mean?
It's terrible.
Wow, I
It's
don't
a
think
terrible
they.
fucking name for
Triple
it.
SO is a pretty good fucking name. Better than BBD.
Triple SO is ass.
Yeah, we're real fucked.
It's us, huh?
It's us. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alex, if you applied
Let's
for
make
Triple
it
SO,
back.
we would have been fucking taking your ass,
All right.
man.
Packed.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Go.
Baby, how are you?
All right. Going back in. You were excited to see Oliver? Prescott is sleeping right now. It's loading. Loading time. Man, it was so fucking funny to see Dean. You guys did so good, man. It's 3 a.m. I'm wide awake. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh, this is bad. Something happened on the roof. It was all fucked up, but it seems better now. Let me know when I can grab you, okay? There we go. Where would they have a meeting in here?
I can't see, so I don't know.
Oh no.
They
It's
probably went to
upstairs.
SPD. I don't hear shields. That's the most.
Yeah, I don't.
In a
Oh, I
command
see him. I
meeting.
see him.
What's up?
There we go.
Is anyone talking?
try to clean her ears. Why is it just you and I?
I asked him, what rank are you? He's
There
like,
we
oh,
go.
corporal, and that kind of just stirred the pot a little, but
There we go.
he's
Yeah,
great.
it
And I
just-
want to give recommendations, and I'll just do it privately to you guys next time.
I'll just pull you
Yeah,
over.
no,
okay?
the only thing is, like I said, when you say it in front of people, it just makes them feel like, damn, you're right. I'm not fucking getting promoted. And it's
There you
not
go.
that we don't value them, we don't recognize them. We just are not promoting just based on time. There are certain things we want to see from people, like actually correcting issues in the field instead of just seeing it and say, yeah, bro, this is a problem. We're saying you're a corporal, correct it, right?
God
So
bless.
everybody's been given tasks, and that's why, like I said, when you look at our
I'm
command,
not sure
I want you
about
guys
any of
to
the
be able to
arson
look at
stuff,
any
to be
command in
honest.
LSPD and say, fuck yeah, they earned that rank. Like I could see them actually handling business instead of just bringing it up in a meeting, right? And that's what we're looking for. We're giving people tasks and action and things to do. And like I said, they're doing phenomenal with it, and some are not. Some need work still.
It's
but
my bad, dog.
no, you're good. Like I said, it's actually not a big deal. And that's not actually what I was going to say. I was honestly going to say, look, if you have any LSPD that comes to you, because I'll say this, it is bullshit to say that there's no command around. I will call straight bullshit on that, because any LSPD that says they don't have command around is lying. We have fucking, at this point in time, yes, maybe not 24 hours, 7 days a week, because that would be insanity, right? But they have been in the presence of command. We have command in EU hours, we have command in NA hours, and we have command in AU hours. So the people that are complaining, trust me when I say this, are part of the problem and the old regiment of I'm going to stand there and complain and complain and complain and not earn my spot, and I deserve a promotion just because I've been here from the beginning. And they're not active. They're not putting in the time, effort, or we may have told them to do something and they're not doing it. So there's always a bigger story. All I ask is if anybody comes up to you guys and vents or says this, tell them to talk to their command, because they're not helping themselves out. And we don't want to give that shoulder to cry on that people are just gonna,
You're good. You're
constantly
right.
like, oh,
Fuck
you
me.
guys get it, you guys get it, but you guys might not know the full story. So give us those names, tell them to talk to their command, and let us get involved and tell that person like it is. Like, yeah, brother, you're asking for a promotion. You've been around for the past 3 weeks, 1 day. You know what I mean? Because they need to hear that, oh shit, they know about that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, some people just feel like they deserve, but they're not putting in the effort for it. That's all I ask.
All right, for the sake of time for you, Shields, I just want to hit 2 more subjects real quick
Sure, hit him.
and get you to bed, because I know you're old and your shoulder
Man, so
hurts
fucking
and
old.
yeah.
Fucking sneezed wrong and tore my rotator cuff.
Oh,
That is true.
Investigations. I talked to this about with Jen in Brooklyn yesterday. We're not gonna seal shit. We're all gonna have one master file, whatever. We could skip that one.
Yeah.
The vehicle strike system. We're going forward with it. I've
You happen to help me,
developed
Hizik?
something that's currently an external URL to strike vehicles, but looking to get it implemented so it's not external anymore. And I'll say this blunt, but I mean it with respect. We're gonna move forward with it, whether you guys are on board or not.
hell yeah.
I agree, because we're probably not. I'm not on board with it because we have some people that are they're great officers, but
When we say strike, are we talking impound system, or are we actually saying strike, like 3 strikes you're out?
21-point system. We're gonna have stipulations once they hit a certain point threshold, and the 21st point will be impounded permanently with the chance of them buying it back at half the vehicle cost from the marshals.
You're talking about suspects, right? Just make.
Yes, suspects.
Yeah, I think I know the system you're talking about.
Do they drop off, or how does it work?
So they can drop off. They can also go over time. They can drop off, or I think we talked about community service.
Yep.
Or court mandated community service to get points knocked off. So, for example, for those that have never seen a 21-point system, it goes from minor infractions all the way up to severe. Minor being parking tickets, moderate and medium meaning fleeing, evading, and severe meaning violent felonies. Each one is associated a point. Once they get to 10 points, it's automatic ticket during traffic stops. This encourages more 38s. I think they were working on, if I'm not mistaken, and the citation book is now fixed, so we can give
Yes.
out citations now. They can get them paid off at City Hall. Like I said, after 10, automatic ticket. After 21, we impound that vehicle. Now, the level of impounding is not permanent. They can buy back their car. So there's always a way to buy back your car or reclaim your car, but you have to pay a fee, an impound fee. Simple as that.
Wait, if you, after 21 points, you impound it and they can pay a fee, impound fee to get it back?
Yes.
Or do they have to pay 50% to the marshals?
So it's 50%. Right now, since Marshals is the only one enacting this, the cars that we impound, they will pay 50% back. If
Okay.
LSPD did this, or they wanted to use the same program, then it would go to LSPD.
So let me ask you this. How do you keep track of all this?
I made a
There is-
database.
Yeah,
It's,
so
it's done. It's already, it's being tracked.
so
No, it's
yeah.
done. Yeah.
So city legislation is trying to implement it as we speak into our own database so that we can use it while in city.
Okay, because we could probably discuss, but I don't know. Let me talk to command. I think we would potentially start implementing and using the same thing, as long as my biggest thing is they need to have the ability to get their vehicle back.
Yeah,
How long do points drop off? I like the idea of they could work a community service to drop the points off. That way they have options.
So
And then
we said
after
two
a time
things.
period,
Yeah, we said two things. Within 30 days, points start to drop off.
how many, like we talking, like, is there a set amount every 30 days, X amount of points?
That's the one thing that we have not come up with because we still need to talk to DOJ.
We've also tossed around the idea of like a point a week.
Okay. But that point a week and everything is manually figured out in your database?
No, it's all automatic.
I mean, I would say I'd love to see what you guys put together as the database. Is that something that we would use as well if we implement the system?
Currently, it's an external URL. That makes sense to you?
It does.
You got to type it in on your tablet, kind of thing.
Yeah. But if we do, would we give that to all officers? Is that the idea?
Sure.
And then everybody that wants to use it will put it in there. Yeah, I say send it over to us. Let us have a look, and then we'll discuss it, and we'll see if we want to use it now, or maybe if we want to wait until it's implemented.
So the other thing that we have been trying to implement and things that we are trying to get accomplished. Obviously we know about RICO. That thing is being done, or it's finished. We're looking at, our DOJ is looking over it right now to add some verbiage to it so it makes sense for the city. Once that is done, we are desperately trying to find ways to get things done on the back end, which is why we want to start focusing on investigations. We know CID and FIB also have it. If you didn't hear Robbins, he said that there is now one master file. We're being very protective over this master file, obviously because we've had leaks in the past, but the whole point of this is to have department unity between all three departments.
Yes.
What we are seeing is, Marshals has a PD file that we're working on and we're having an open case. Then CID has that same file and they're working a different angle on it. And now we're getting jumbled up in the logistics of it, who owns that file. So rather than, fight over it.
I mean, we're fully on board with that. The only thing I'll say is just make sure Kirk, who is the lead of CID, just knows about it. And yeah, we're fully on board with sharing one file for our investigations and shit.
Yeah, and it would be real good if FIB were more involved in the conversations. I've never pulled together a meeting and gone, this is how we're going to do traffic stops moving forward. So it would be very kind to all of the agents in the Bureau that we're included in conversations, not just told this is how investigations are going moving forward by the marshals. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
100%.
And moving forward, Sherman, we would like all three department commands get together, maybe bi-weekly or something, just to make sure we're all on the same page and air grievances and do shit like this.
It's weird that we hadn't done this sooner, and that's kind of the reason why we're pushing it, right?
Yeah.
We all three should be, in uniform and be one PD. We all have our different, directives, but as a whole, we know exactly what's going on between the different departments as command. We're able to articulate that when other members of our command aren't in. And then there's opportunities for joint ventures. There is a active Chief Justice Knight. She has now started appointing prosecutors and DAs. DAs also want to be included in the conversation for CID, FIB and marshals when it comes down to dropping cases or charging cases after arrests.
Sorry, just a quick correction there. It's Kane Anderson.
Kane Anderson, yeah.
Sorry.
Kane Anderson is what?
Chief Justice.
Chief Justice, I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Is that recently changed, right? That was
yesterday. He was looking to meet with all the department heads. I think he got most of us, so he'll talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, solid.
He's got a really good head on his shoulder, really good plan, so I trust him.
Hell yeah.
So the idea again, on task
Suey,
that we
what's
have
up?
to bring a DA into it.
I'm gonna be on Oliver
As
tomorrow.
the case is being made, that way the DA can story us to what they want in terms of prosecuting the case. Remember that there is a court docket in the emails. Unfortunately, we're trying to get it into the city. That way we know exactly when court cases are happening, and we're not just scrambling the last day. Everybody have access to that?
They should.
And I think we're trying to get FIB access to
tomorrow, because there's a lot of stuff going on with Oliver.
Yeah, we can get that. Yeah, that would be great. So Sherman can be on board. And
sorry I didn't message
Sherman,
you
you said something about
sooner.
the investigation thing. I don't know if I misunderstood. We're never going to tell you how to run your investigation.
We're just working on this with Cliff at the moment, and then we're gonna swap over to where they're gonna end stream or do something.
I wasn't. It was more so.
Prescott's back.
From here on out, it would be kind if FIB were involved in the conversation developing.
We're probably gonna play Oliver tomorrow, so we can
moving
further
forward
that
conversation
story.
rather than just being told this is what's happening moving forward. Does that make sense? Because do you see what I'm getting at there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we just get told constantly by everyone what to do. Yeah. At what point is it our opinion too? You know. So yeah, that's all. That's all.
Sherman and FIB, I want to say you guys have been neglected a long time in the LEO trifecta, and I think we should change that. And moving forward, like you just said, I'd like you guys to be involved in everything we discuss as command.
I appreciate you.
I think part of these meetings is really going to be that, because I will say not much. We haven't really changed anything. I think these meetings are really starting the conversations of, hey, instead of each of us doing their own thing, let's get involved in terms of investigations, having everybody involved, which, like I said, we've been encouraging our CID to have meetings. So I think it will make sense that, they meet with whoever's, doing that because we have, in our department, we have people designated to those teams. It's not just everybody. So if you guys have somebody as well, they could sit in on those meetings, or, again, it'll be good to have these meetings on a reoccurring basis and not have everything kind of flow through command. That way we empower some of these people to, kind of work together and just get shit done and not have to go through us. But yeah, I think these meetings are good. I will say we are just right now setting up our structure with our internal meetings. Like we right now just set up a weekly meeting, 2 weekly meetings for our command to meet together with our NCOs, just to, again, escalate issues, talk about problems, so on and so forth. And I think having a meeting with us, whether it's every 2 weeks, whatever it is, just have a day and a time that we know if we needed to meet, it's there available that we could just sit down and talk about it.
Perfect.
I do have one other thing before I head out, because I do got to head out soon. I know we were talking about tows and times and all that. Did you guys decide, I know you guys are moving forward with a strike system. Have you made a decision to move forward with anything from a tow and from a tow perspective?
No, we put that on pause after the conversation that me and you had.
Okay. The only reason I had is I just felt 72 hours might be a bit long on some cases. And I just wanted to make sure that we all get on the same page, agree on the criteria for our impounding, because I think that one would be a mess if we do separately, right? Because obviously we're on same scenes.
To fill you in, Sherman, because I know you kind of missed this conversation. In the Leo command, we kind of talked about how we would handle vehicles that were left on scene or that we arrested somebody in, and the time and fines that we should associate with impounding that vehicle. Now, every department has been using a different kind of criteria. I kind of mentioned a 24, 48, and 72 based on the offenses or multiple offenses. 72 being the harshest ones, violent crimes, police ambush, shootouts, really toxic behavior from crims, that type of stuff. So we had an open dialogue and we kind of stopped it so we could have it at this meeting. So I'll leave the floor open to any decisions or questions.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly, my viewpoint is I'm not too pressed about what we decide. The only thing I'd ask us to take into consideration, obviously, is we don't. Okay, I will say this. Just from history, I'll just give you my what I've seen, and it's up to you guys again to take that with a grain of salt. To say, no, that's bullshit. I don't think we're gonna see that. Anytime criminals feel that their vehicle is going to be taken away from them for a long period of time, that is, like 3 days basically, or whatever it may be, they will get extremely sweaty and try hard. And if we think it's a problem right now where criminals are shooting on traffic stops, I think it only gets worse. Because if you think about it, there's often times where cops are left with vehicles to get it impounded, right? And
Right.
trust me when I say you're going to have cops being held up left and right with a gun to their head because they're going to try so hard to get that fucking vehicle because they don't want to lose it or they don't want to get a strike on it or whatever it may be. So that's all I just ask. I every time I hear that, I get PTSD of just like a million swaps, criminals going fucking really fucking overly excessive for just an impound of a vehicle just because they didn't want to lose it or they don't want to get a strike on it or so on and so forth. So that was my main primary concern, is I just think that if we balance it right, then it's not really that big of an impact.
Right.
But that was my
Damn, we
biggest
found that
issue
right
that
at
I
the nick of
saw,
time.
and that's what I wanted to bring up.
Does anybody have anything else to add to it?
No, we can
I
table
would say
the specifics unless you want to talk it now. I know you got to go, Shields.
The only thing
I'll-
we have left on the docket is going over each department's directive and where they're going to be, or what their goals are to accomplish in the next month and a half, and then I think we're done.
we can table that for now, and then we can go over that last point, and then we can always stay and yap afterwards.
Okay. All right. So before we go, I'm just gonna go around the room. I'll start with Shields, and then Sherman. I'll go next, and then Robin, you can go after. I just want you guys to just openly let the other departments know where your directive is, what you're planning, so that we can either help you or assist, or we can back out the way and let you guys do your thing and let other officers know this is, something you need to take up to your other officers.
I'm not really sure what you want us to cover here, but high level, our primary focus has been right now on hiring and getting our numbers up, as well as setting up established people that are responsible for each shift. Meaning, if you guys have an issue with a specific shift, you have designated command or leads that run the health of that shift that you can bring your concerns to. So, any issues with EU shifts go directly to Jen and Kai Stone. Any issues with NA will come to Bagshots in Brooklyn. Obviously, you'll find me and Dean on most of the time on NA as well. And then any issues with AU shifts, your primary point of contact is probably going to be Price right now. We are working to fill a secondary point of contact for those shifts. And the idea is that they are responsible for the overall health, whether that would be certifications like SWAT or whatever it is. Like, they are the ones that are going to figure out, what do we need? Do I need more people trained in SWAT? Do I need more people trained in that? Do I need more cadets? Do I need to hire more? They're going to be basically responsible for the health of that shift itself. And then they're basically going to be having Wednesday meetings, one in between EU NA and one between NA and AU, to basically any information that we have or changes or anything we're doing, we're going to communicate with our NCOs during that time. That way they have a time and place reoccurring every week to be able to meet and bring up issues. But that for now is our immediate thing. Obviously, coming out of this discussion, for the SWAT stuff, I'd love to see from you guys an idea of what is, since you guys are going to be utilizing it, and we may need to bring it out for you and let you kind of do your thing with it, because we might not have trained SWAT members at this point. I'd love to see what your guys is like. Basically, what's your operating procedure? When are you using it? How are you using it? How are we making sure the guns aren't getting in the wrong hands? That sort of stuff. When are you authorizing certain guns? Certain things like that. Those are part of the things that we were going to develop as SWAT. For example, I'll give you an example right off bat. Snipers were only going to be used when we drop somebody on a rooftop that's not accessible or something like that, high locations where we were not going to have those, kind of lost. And then obviously we were going to have lockers where when you use your guns, you don't put them in your personal locker, you put them back into, like a SWAT kind of locker, or you give them to your SWAT commander or whatever it is. So that way we could keep track of guns and we don't have this issue where somebody forgets to report a gun stolen or they leave PD and now we're missing a gun, that sort of stuff. So we were going to come up with all that criteria, all that guidance. When do we use it? When do we not? When do we use certain vehicles? If you guys are looking to activate it, I guess I would ask that if you guys are able to come up with some of that stuff for how you plan on using it. And just some structure around it, because obviously, as we know, it is a very, very powerful tool. That's all I had.
Very nice.
Since we have the NA, EU, and AU shifts, what I plan on doing after this meeting, I'll get with your command and get those names, as well as our command and get our names, and that way we have an actual list of who works those shifts, or who's the point of contact for each department for those shifts to better help out some of our officers. Sherman.
Yeah, baby. So with the FIB, we're half gone to our roots, but also half trying to dip into what we believe the town needs. So I've got 2 agents, Leah Evans and Creed Calivan. They're looking after anything and everything that goes peeping night, some things that don't make sense to you, paranormal, supernatural, whatever it be. They're looking after all of that. And then on the criminal law side of things, I got Gil, Mr. Stripes, and one more person who was gonna be ZZY, but unfortunately she passed yesterday. We're looking to have 3 people to lead the criminal organization / drugs and guns sort of manufacturing investigations. So our intention is to almost sever the bureau in 2. The group that organizes supernatural, the group that looks after organized crime. We're pivoting our vision to more investigative-based work. However, I'm not going to make my agents hate their life and be boring office workers. So I'm not going to restrict them from attaching to scenes every now and then if there's no leads to follow up on. But there is a high expectation of all agents to be opening a certain amount of investigations and following up on their investigations. And rest assured, I've fired at least 10 agents in the last few days for doing absolutely no cases in their entire time. So while it may seem at times that you see an agent here or there and you think, well, they could be investigating something, just know we are getting rid of the ones that ain't investigating. What you got, Okie, baby?
I just request that when FIB attaches the scenes, just hop on Tech 3 and let us know you're on the way. And the only problem I ever have is just 4 people will attach and then an FIB will come out of nowhere and be on there, and then we kind of tell them to leave. And I feel bad about it. Like we feel like it's kind of like it seems dickish, but like when 4 people already say there's 76, it's like
don't even stress, because that's the rule. So if any MDT call comes through, anything that would alert in your MDT, stuff that all 3 departments would get alerted to, the rule in FIB is you have to tell all the other LEOs if you're responding on TAC 3. TAC 3 is the general operations, the street stuff, the LEO stuff. So if you're on TAC 10 and you're going to a bank, that's not on, right? That's not on at all. You have to let the other LEOs know what you're doing. If you're off doing your own investigations or whatever, so be it. Be on TAC 10. And then when we are attaching the scenes, every single agent should be making it clear. And if they're not making it clear, kick them off. They're there for one of 2 reasons. They're either taking up one of the 4 slots and they'll say we are attaching, or they are simply there for investigations and they'll make it damn clear that they're just there for investigations. They'll stay far away. They shouldn't get in your face. But no matter what, there should be communication happening on TAC 3. It should never be a silent situation.
Yeah. And just to add on to that, when they are just there to investigate, we do not count them as part of our numbers.
Man,
so they are more than welcome to stick around. but do not break anybody off from those scenes if they're not actually attaching to the chase itself. If they're there,
Yeah,
just
you're right. We gotta add it as a
That was more so like I haven't had a problem in
possible
like
motive.
a while. Just
I'm
more
getting
like a
fucking
older
tired,
thing. It
man.
was only because like they were
Like
trying to attach to
seriously.
the chase, and we were like,
Pixel
we only
chick.
have like 4 people, and then
Thank
the
you for the
argument would
raid,
be, well,
baby.
we
I
were here
appreciate you
first,
big
like
time.
before so and so. But then we'd have to
You are
tell
the
them like,
best.
well,
Did Jen
you were
leave or
here,
are you
but like
still
someone
here?
said they were on the way. They just
I feel
went
bad for
further
you.
than
This
you.
shit's fucking.
Yeah,
This
feel
shit's
free to kick FIB off scene
This shit's
and
boring.
write their name down, who it was, so I know. If they
I feel
didn't make it
bad that you
known
gotta
that they were
sit
coming,
here.
if they haven't coordinated with you guys, coordination comes first out there, right? We die.
But
if we
Jen
don't
does have a
communicate,
say,
right?
you know. She has
So
a
if
say
we're
in
making
this.
it hard
So
for you guys to communicate, kick us off.
I guess it's
Write down who
important.
it
So I
was,
do
so I know,
appreciate
so
the
I don't
raid.
come in like a wrecking ball, Miley Cyrus style. And we'll agree because we need to be clear and concise. And if anyone ever is there for investigations, that 5th unit, and then tags along for the chase, tell me. That is a suspension right there. This isn't a system that can ever be abused. We have to always respect it. It can never have a mishap.
God bless.
God bless.
Yeah, I noticed a few trainees have been a little gung-ho about responding to, you know, any type of call. And I know some of them are trying to get some, you know, experience on the officer side, but a lot of them aren't really trained well or just got hired on other stuff. But they don't, just please let them know. Try to explain it to them. Because a lot of them, I asked them, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to investigate criminal stuff? Do you want to do more paranormal stuff? Because that's my field. And a lot of them say, I don't know, I'll just do whatever. So I feel like, yeah.
Are you going through a Quantico with them to teach them how to, investigate and what they should be looking out and what to do?
So that's a really big misconception is the old
Do you have
FIB,
food?
everyone around town says FIB don't train. Our training documents are I guarantee thicker than all 3 of these departments combined.
They're fucking awesome.
They're,
I've seen them.
Oh yeah, they're big.
So that website's badass.
It really is. It's
Do you
amazing.
have a drink too?
I think
Sorry, I'm needy.
the newer ones who aren't, because we
Only got
have a
alcohol.
lot already on the paranormal side.
I'll take it. Fuck it.
But
Yeah,
the ones
this
that are
is
doing
best.
just regular stuff don't really know what to investigate. If you know what I mean,
That's
they're
it.
just kind of showing up to banks or any kind of call and yeah.
So we are working on them. Another issue we've been facing is our roster has changed. I feel like every week we have a whole different group of people on our roster. So I'm just constantly training brand new people single week. So it may feel like you're constantly dealing with untrained people, but it's just the frequency of turnover in the FIB, it seems, at the moment.
Yeah, we respect it. We respect it, man.
All right, I guess I'll go and get you out of here, Shields, real
Robbins,
quick.
when you're done, I do have 2 things I actually forgot to bring
Oh,
up,
shit.
but I'll let you finish.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just trying to rush to get you out.
Yeah.
So the marshals, moving forward, we're gonna start developing our own SOPs, break away from the general LSPD ones. Some things in there we feel need to be massaged to be better for our operations and for our vision of the health of the northern half of the state. We're gonna probably pause hiring for a little bit. We're bigger than I want to be, but there's always good talent out there, and I kind of want to drip feed constantly because I always expect a 30% drop off.
Yep.
Great.
And then that's it. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and reaching out to these other departments and using you guys and including you guys. And
13865.
you know what? At the end of the day, just having a good fucking time.
Hell yeah. I do got a question with your SOPs. Are they going to be specific to Roxwood? How you would handle situations up in Roxwood?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, you and me, because if we operate on completely different SOPs, if we police different in the city than you guys, it'll be a mess.
It's gonna be an absolute fucking mess. That's what I was alluding to.
Yeah, it's
So-
gonna be horrible. There's just some things that we might do different up north. Maybe north of 68.
Yeah, and that would be completely fine because that's definitely within your guys' wheelhouse, and we'd make sure we understand it. So if we ever are needed up here, we would operate based on that. But like I said, I think we would ask is if they are going to be separated, that the folks know the differences. That way, it's the other way, right? If they do come down,
Why
to
does the
city,
screen go all
we still
wavy?
respect and follow the SOPs
It's
that
like
we
the
have in
drunk
place.
effect.
Yeah, this
when
was an
he's
early in
drinking,
development thought with Luigi.
alcohol.
It sounds like it just might be too big of a fucking mess.
Yeah, but like I said, we'd be always up for the conversation if there is anything that makes sense to do, and we'd be always up for the and maybe it makes sense for us to change as well. You know what I mean? Which actually perfect segue into the thing that I did want to talk about was something I've noticed on scene and something that I've heard about but has not been documented is that everybody or some folks that have been here a long time believe that a fifth vehicle on scene is okay if they are picking up a hostage. In my opinion, I don't think we should do that. The idea of having 4 on a scene is, yes, we recognize that one person's going to have to stay behind, clear the building, get the hostage, and most of the time they're just attaching us parallel anyway. But I feel like it muddies the water when you have a 5th unit on tack, on scene, picking up the hostage, so 4 units can immediately chase.
Yeah,
and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that.
I don't think that should be a thing.
If it was solely up to me and I was the king of this kingdom, 3 cars max every chase, I would never do a 4th fucking unit.
The problem is the fucking amount of swaps and people that interference and all that good stuff is what ends up happening.
Okay, I might get crucified here, but bring back fucking taking tires after the 3rd swap.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna lead to a lot of shootouts. But listen, we'll table that one. We'll table that one.
Yeah.
We got grappler. Grappler.
So I would say
romantically.
if they ever introduced evidence, having a 5th person who comes there.
Man, my
to do
allergies
that
are
stuff
fucking
takes away from the scene to begin with. So I
agree.
I would vote no.
I would vote no as well. I would vote the only time it's allowed is if FIB is there to investigate.
My eyes feel weak.
And
I'm
we,
definitely
again, all
fucking
agree
tired.
That they are there based on their
No, they haven't had the
investigations.
talk
They're not there
yet.
to chase or do anything with the scene. They're not going to interfere with it.
I just want to
So
get this
I would
fucking
vote
paperwork
I
done.
would vote no for.
I'm actually having a good time
marshals
filling
or
it out, and it
LSPD.
is making me
If
tired,
FIB's
which
there
is
to
kind of what
take
I
pictures
want.
or
I
document
want to
or-
be able to
or
just
do
hit the
their
bed
thing
and
from the back.
fall asleep,
Obviously, we're not
honestly.
counting those as
I'm very
numbers
tired.
on scene.
Yeah,
I
but
like
still
to wake
you're
up
there to see
early
anyway
too,
for
so
all
hopefully,
reports.
like the earlier I go to
Exactly.
bed, the
Write the
better.
arrest report, so yeah.
I like some
Same
time
custody
before
law.
I
It would be better.
start
Yeah.
stream.
I think that's good.
Is Price, everybody, anybody
Thank you.
else
I have an odd question.
have? Well, but anybody opposing that idea? Oh, 4 vehicles max.
I'm with it.
Everybody with it? 'Cause
It's
I
also
would
not
want-
in the SOPs.
Yep.
It's definitely not in the SOPs.
The less the
Like I
better.
said, I was literally on scene and had people tell me, no, this is what we do. And I was like, brother, I get
that's-
it. It might have been an agreed thing back in the day. It's not in the SOP. And I want you guys to adhere by it. Break off.
Remember,
If we get any changes, we'll let you guys know. So
was it Hank
Thank you,
Castle?
Mama.
I
There.
guarantee.
Thank you.
it
I
was
fucking
Klein.
guarantee it.
Yeah, no, they didn't talk
Same
about it
thing.
yet.
Let's talk about it.
They'll probably bring it up.
yesterday, too.
Most
Klein's still
likely
around?
tomorrow.
Well, he
shaved his
put a transfer
ponytail
back, I think.
No, he
Tell
took
us-
it away again.
Oh, he took it away. Okay, we
Yeah,
we don't know
actually-
what day he's in. If it's the transfer day or
around.
non-transfer
I have a
day.
question
since I've
about
seen
that,
him.
though.
Yes.
Are those transfers coming down or when they're denied, or they're just staying up, like, to hold a spot?
That's a good question. We never really
So I'm
talked
like
about the
listening to
denied
them
part.
too. So like if I'm ever like
I
super quiet,
deleted the ones we've
I'm trying to hear what they're
approved that have
talking about
happened,
at
How
the
do
same
we
time.
how do we doing the ones that are denied? So
I just
got
like
Meadows,
looking at it. I wanna
talked
make
to,
sure
he knows
everything
about
looks
it, but what I guess
concise.
the ones I'm asking is the ones that we've approved on our side, but you guys haven't approved yet on your side. How do
There's
you
not
guys want
a-
to handle those?
So
There's not a automated system that we could do.
All right.
Like, when you accept a, let's say if we put the,
Mm.
the thing in there
Took a
that
chopstick,
lets you
all right.
auto-accept, and it
Have a good
automatically
night,
comes with a
Coach.
message. Can't there be a denial message as well?
What about, like, a
Just
thumbs
nick
up?
it.
The PD ball's gonna be on the
pause.
19th.
If they're being denied, fucking talk to them in person. Delete and
exactly.
delete the fucking
Yeah.
request.
100%. That's what we did with Meadows, and I apologize because I just realized I didn't delete it. But yes, if they're being denied, talk to them in person because you don't want to find out what a fucking X. That's
And
not cool.
we're not going to accept the transfer shields until we hear from you. So the ones that are there waiting in limbo, if you're going to
Yes.
approve it, let us know. We'll do it. And if it's going to be denied, talk to them, deny it, and delete it.
Okay, let's talk about them real quick.
All right, Meadows.
Every single
denied.
one on there is approved except for Meadows. The only one is Anna Garcia. We just asked to help us with this wave of cadets, and as soon as this wave is done, she's fully approved.
Well, I don't think we're going to accept Hendrick, so I can talk to him and tell him what he's denied.
And then I think
Um,
somebody just took out Meadows, so we're good with him.
Yeah, we did. Chubby on duty, shooting grape
And
seed,
then
sealed with
Gift Tash,
marshals.
whatever, and we're going to deny him as well. So, okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay. All right. Last thing that I had. Good point, Jen, for bringing that
I
up.
think I'm gonna
last
write
thing that
out,
I
guys,
had,
because I'm just
was,
writing this, and honestly, I just
let me
want
see
to.
this report. This
I
is
just want to
something that
kick
we
back,
worked on, and we wanted to
and
get
I'm
you
gonna go to
guys'
sleep
thoughts, and
after
this. Is
this.
the perfect time to do it. Look up report.
I'm gonna. It's not. They're not gonna further
fuck
story
me, one
tonight,
second.
most likely, because Jen's off stream, and
Is it our
If you
command?
have
I'm gonna be off stream.
No, the LSPD. Okay, look up report 3610.
But I love you guys big time. Let's just raid out. I'll let you know
This
if
is
anything
something we
interesting
created
does
for
happen
LSPD.
tomorrow.
I would love it if
But
we could.
I'm too tired, man.
If I could
I'm
modify
like
this
actually
to
like
include
this
all
shit hit
3
me
of our
fast.
logos, and
So,
instead of it saying Los Santos Police Department, I'll say like,
I think we should just raid
Unified
out.
Police Department or something. I don't know.
Look
Or
at,
maybe we just put anything. But the
look
reason
at
I'm
Roxy's
saying,
one. We have one too. We have
what's
one
that?
that looks
Well,
exactly
but
like that.
hear me out though. If we can make it,
Yeah, it's
3
super fun. I
departments
agree. We've been having a
all
great time.
on the same template, then we could work with our developers on the
super fucking
MBT.
tired,
It'll
though.
auto-populate. Yep.
Yes, and we need that because people are just leaving shit blank, and I want to give them a template so they know what to fucking fill.
Every time I copy and paste mine in, it gives me all kind of crazy colors and
Who
shit.
should we
It's really
rent
fucking
out to,
pissing me off.
Yeah, I see where you're going with Shields, and I think it's 100% agree with it. And
This is the first
if we can
time
get
in
it
like
auto-populate
fucking
every time a
forever.
case is
Like
created,
sleep hit me
I'll
this fucking hard.
I'll cream.
So if we, I think we can. The only thing
Like,
I need
I'm
to do is I don't want it to say
instantly gonna
Los
fall
Santos
asleep.
Police Department because that's not fair for everybody else. So I just need your guys' logos so I can try to put all 3 together and then put that in here. So
Trying
on
to
the
see
top
who
I'll
we
have
should
all
raid
3
out to.
logos. And like I said, then the text we could change it to like, Los Santos /Marshall /FIB, and then you could just either delete the one and just put yours, or just keep it that way. Again, something to basically say all 3 departments. And then once we have that, we'll work on making it auto-populate for cases. So if you guys can if somebody can just send me the thing for Marshals and somebody want.
I just sent it to you.
Okay, Sherman, I just need yours for FIB. If you guys think this is good. Okay, perfect. I got yours.
Claire Bear's live. Claire Bear's pretty cool.
Rabbits. I got yours, Rabbits. Rabbits, that was awkward. That was really fucking awkward.
You should have heard what I call Sherman earlier.
God. But yeah, if you send me yours in
Sherman.
in emails, Sherman. But yeah, that'll be good. And I'll try to
Let's turn out to Claire Bear. I love you guys.
Texted to me, Sherman.
I should have. I already picked Claire. I think Claire's
I'm
cool.
not attaching. I'm just here on tack to.
We love a little bit of Amy over here. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna finish writing this, but I'm definitely going to sleep. I love you guys big time.
All right,
Let's
so
play
I'll
that,
see if I can.
We're not gonna do the goodnight
all
song.
3 together, and then like I said, if we can make it a unified fucking report, that
just
way
because I don't know
it'll
what they're gonna
help
say,
fucking
but
a fuck ton of our cops and new
I
cadets.
love you guys big time, and I'll be live tomorrow morning.
That's it. That's all I had. Those were the last 2 things.
We'll do some fun stuff
All right,
tomorrow.
before we break off, does anybody have any business that they want?
Nighty night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Yes. I was going to announce this with Luigi at the ball, but I'm going to announce it to you guys now and just keep it between us until Luigi